What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Brick Studs review. What are we reviewing today?
The NASA, not really NASA, but it is NASA, Space Station.
What's the set number?
60751.
351. He was close. It was
60351. How many pieces does it have?
1,010.
1,010.
You almost
pieces.
said 10,000.
Just be quiet, okay?
You gotta learn numbers.
Alright. It is ages 7 and up. Obviously, we don't always go with that, but we just say it anyways because
That is
you
correct.
might want to know that
Recommended age.
information.
Difficulty level.
The release date on this was March 1st.
March 1st at $150.
$150 US. That's a lot. But is this set worth it? We don't know yet. We have to build it. But from the back of it,
It looks pretty cool.
But the back of it, this is inspired by Artemis, NASA's return to the moon. So they're going to be returning to the moon here.
Eventually, we'll get back there.
I guess it is NASA. The other ones didn't say NASA, did they?
They did. Not on the sets. I don't remember a NASA sticker.
But this has a NASA sticker on it.
It does.
And the actual thing says NASA on the side. So yeah, this is actually a NASA set. But it's kind of cool. I mean, it has a bunch of little features in the back that obviously we can go over more.
Different compartments of the rocket. It's got a nice little of the rocket jetting off into space. A couple images there.
Earth, you know. And then it has on the bottom, it says here on the computer, lego.com/city.
There you go.
If you want to go look at it online. But instead of just talking about this all day, I think you should probably build this because we can't do much with the box.
And we have a whole group of astronauts that are stuck on the moon right now, and we need to
How'd they get them without a rocket?
I don't know.
we kind of messed that one up. Well, start building it.
8 numbered bags, 2 non-numbered bags, and then a bag for the instructions and the stickers. All right, let's get building.
there she is. Lego space station. Well, not the space station. I guess it's like a...
That's a Lego launch pad, observatory.
Yep.
/ observatory. So we are now ready to journey into space, even though we kind of started in space. But now we're ready to go get the people from space. We don't know how they got there. But first, before we talk about the instruments used to get to space, we should talk about the crew and the people that make this happen.
So, as first off, you've got we keep thinking these guys are the pilots, because they're like in the orange, so they're like flying the rocket.
They're not like the astronauts that are on the moon. They have the orange jumpsuits.
So
they're the pilots.
I mean, they are astronauts technically, but they're.
It does show them in the pilot seat on the box.
But they have the orange jumpsuit, they have the NASA insignia on their front. This one there's one female pilot. She's not double-faced.
Which I found surprising.
Kind of cool because these little tubes right here, they go all the way around, so they wrap around. It's kind of interesting. Then she got blue gloves. Then you've got the male pilot. Not much different on him other than he is double-faced. He has a smile face, and then he has like I'm gonna puke face.
I thought that was either puking or holding his breath. I'm pretty sure it's puking though.
Either puking, he might be holding his breath because he's scared or something.
And they both the pilots do have hair.
And they do. Oh yeah, I'll mention that in a second. Then you have, I guess the same, insignias and stuff like that. And I guess I did forget to talk about the helmet. The helmet has the blue visor and the black little mesh on the back. It's just similar to the helmet. I love those helmets. Here is his hair. He has the brown or brownish hair. And then the girl, which I forgot to talk about, with her hair on there, she got black hair like that. So those two astronauts. And then you've got this guy. His name is I think he's Dr. Wilde.
Yeah, Dr. Wilde.
I don't know who exactly he is, but obviously they put him on there.
The fact that he's named, I don't remember any of the other characters being named. The fact that he's named, and his name is Wilde, and he looks psychotic on the box.
It's because his wild hairdo. Dr. Wilde.
I think he's nefarious.
Either that or he might be a real doctor.
Dr. Barnaby Wilde is from Lego City Adventures, the TV show. It's safe to assume that all the named characters are as well.
He is double-faced. He's got one face where he's kind of like, and then one where he's laughing.
He has a psychotic laugh.
Yes, because he's creating the zombie apocalypse. He has like a little goatee on his chin, and he's an older gentleman because he's got like the little wrinkles on his face. Then he's got this little green undershirt and a lab coat with a little ID badge and pocket protector to the left side with a pin in it. What is it? Oh,
you put it on backwards.
That's backwards. Ah, it's scary. Then you've got her. Her name. What was her name again? Sorry, I forgot her name.
Ravenhurst. I knew that.
Ravenhurst. Dr. Ravenhurst. I don't know if she's a real person, but she was named on the box. She does have double-sided face.
She looks like his co-doctor. Like they're both nefarious. They both have that psychotic laugh face.
Yeah, they do. Well, she's kind of just happy. So she is double-sided face. She has one face where she's just serious, or not serious, so kind of like just looking, and then she has one where she's kind of smiling, not laughing necessarily. She does have glasses on. I do like this hairpiece she has. It's like a little, I guess, like done kind of neat. Like she's dressed up or like a scientist, kind of like scientist bun. The only problem is if on the very back of her head, you can see the bottom of her lipstick on the back of her head. If
0 out of 10, it ruins the whole Lego. We're done.
Yeah, 0 out of 10. Lego's done. She does have a lab coat on as well. The gray undershirt, ID badge, pocket protector, and on the back she is very detailed, showing that like the lab coat is crinkled. Then you have to the right of her, you have a dock worker. She's got those cool aviator sunglasses on, that smirk, red helmet with brown hair, and of course she has her safety vest because she is.
Safety is important, especially around a rocket.
Mm-hmm. Then she's got the blue gloves and light blue pants, as well as her friend. This is her coworker. He's got the orange safety goggles on because he's not as cool as the other aviators. But then again, he has just the same suit as she does because, it's the same vest. And he is not double-faced. And then you got this guy. He is not double-faced either. We keep thinking these guys are like the
mechanics.
I guess the mechanic, because they like the blue suit.
Or they might do stuff around, but I think they're mechanics.
I think he's a mechanic. He does have the little wing insignia, like he can go to space. He's a pilot kind of thing. And then he has the NASA insignia on his chest in a blue jumpsuit all the way down. And he does he has glasses. And he has this cool little spiked hairdo.
Yeah, he does.
Kind of a cool looking dude. So that will conclude the 2, 4, 6, 7 minifigures of this part. We shall now move on to the vehicles of the set. Alright, first vehicle, it's like a little NASA Rover car. It's not a Rover, but it's a little car. Has a little thing to pick up the space rock, which we will show in a second, because I can like attach it and kind of carry it. It does fit 2 drivers inside pretty comfortably, so they can kind of, not be like squished together.
I feel like if the rock isn't inside, there's some seats in the back. I think you can fit more.
So yeah, like maybe 2 people in the back seat there. We can show that 2 people in the back seat. So it can hold about 4 people. It does have has a little steering wheel to the right. It has the little RPM and
which is a nice feature. I like that.
Yeah, so basically the center console of a car. It has to have a little kind of windshield, right things, not really window in there. You can kind of pretend that.
Yeah, you have to pretend. And they can't see because the bar is in their face.
Yeah, but that, let's pretend. Because I can't see. She crashes in the wall. Then she has a little NASA insignia on the front, 2 little headlights. Overall, this is kind of
that was a painted piece, by the way.
Oh, it was painted? It was a sticker?
Yeah, it was
nice.
painted.
I'm tired of stickers. It is nice though. We shall show it. Pick up the rock here in a second.
Don't forget about the fire extinguisher.
Oh, it does have I said that. It does have a fire extinguisher in the back just in case they catch a fire explode. Number 2 vehicle is the little Rover. It is called Clamp.
I don't know what he does. He's kind of cool looking, but his arms seem very useless.
Here's the space rock. I think he pushes the space rock, kind of old games. He does have little treads, but they're not real treads. They're just Lego pieces. You have to kind of like pretend there. He does, though, have a little red laser you can press in the back that...
He scans for things. Life forms. Nefarious things.
He's like the evil robot that turns on everybody and kills everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But he's your little Rover guy. And then we shall move on. Instead, that's my vehicles, right?
Oh, well, you have the space rock.
So moving on to the actual set, I will talk about the space rock because there were no more vehicles. So the space rock here inside fits right there. It's like a crash landing. It has 2 little fires in front and a little plant, like it kind of impacted the ground.
Yeah, it feels like it rolled because the little crater that it creates with the rock building up around it.
So it crash landed. Inside is one of those crystallized cool little rocks, but inside is the parasite that they're looking for, and it probably starts a zombie invasion.
And I threw a spare parasite in there because it came with 2.
So it's gonna start a zombie invasion. People are gonna die. This is all his fault, Dr. Wilde.
It is. That's what I'm saying. This is suspicious.
So obviously, I did say I would show that on the car. The car comes here and picks the rock up, and then he's like, and then he puts it on the thing, and then he drives away
without a radiation suit.
Yeah, he's gonna be very glowing when he gets to that.
When he gets back to base.
So that's the little space rock. Kind of cool. That's one of my favorite parts about the space series is the little rocks. I love the little rocks.
All right, now that we've talked about the characters, the vehicles, it's time to move on to the base itself, starting with the observatory / garage. Now, when you look at the front, you have this, I love this, it looks like it's built into, I don't really know. I don't know if it's supposed to be built into a wall, it's supposed to be abstract, but I do like how the front end kind of juts out the way that it does. Then you have this little black and yellow kind of like speed bump type thing for when the Rover comes inside. This garage door opens up, it goes inside there, boom, gone. Possibly.
In the garage.
Mostly in the garage. Moving along the left side, you have a bird. I don't know if the bird's a spy.
We all knew you were a spy.
I don't trust anything about this Lego set.
Spy.
This bird seems like a spy because he's just sitting off to the side, not making a sound, nothing. And he's hiding behind this really weirdly shaped tree. Look at that tree. It's a very weirdly shaped tree. It's just a long little stem and then a leaf up
Tropical
on
tree,
top.
kind of look at, California flow
Very
tree.
suspicious looking tree. I think the tree's a spy too. And then you have this little gaping wall. You're supposed to pretend that it's not there. And you can see inside. You have the little mechanic tools to work on the Rover or possibly clamp when they break down. And then you have this. I don't know what those are. They're like little ornaments, I guess. You have an ornament here, an ornament there.
Helmets.
It's for their helmets. I don't think that's what it's for, but we're gonna go with this for their it's gonna go for their helmets. And then at night you have these blue lights here in the back, because I'm assuming this would go farther into the base. I don't think the garage just sits off by itself. And then something went here. It was either the rock or it was clamp. I don't know what went here. I forgot. But something goes here, and there's a spot for it. Gotta love that spot.
Use your imagination.
Yep, you can put anything you want in there. All right, now the observatory portion. It spins very, very fast, making everyone inside
very safe.
Extremely safe. It's also how the astronauts train for space, because there hasn't been a training facility released with this set, so they have to train somehow with this super spinniness. So you have this light up top. What does the light do? The light lets you know that there's a telescope on this side. When you open it up, kind of like cracking open an egg, there's really not a hole. It's kind of cramped up here on the observatory. You have this lever here that moves a telescope up and down. It goes to I think part of like the solar system, so that you can kind of see where it is. I think that's what it's supposed to be, with some computers and some dials on the side. And I don't know what this is for, but it did come with a drone. And the drone, he's kind of cool looking. He's got some little steering wheels above
Probably
him.
comes out here and flies to see the rock. And it's like,
I could possibly do that, yes. That's probably what it does. And then over here on the right-hand side, you have dun dun dun, the symbiote.
it causes the zombie invasion.
Under a magnifying glass. The doctors sit up here. This is sus. But moving on, you can't launch a rocket without this building here. What is this building? It's the rocket launching building.
Mission control, we are over, ready to take off. We are ready to leave now.
He's on top of it.
Over.
Mission control. I knew that. So this satellite, because it's all remote control based, the pilots don't actually do anything, they just pretend they do. This satellite sits in there with a person who drives the rocket remotely, because you can't trust those pilots. Look at those pilots. He's about to throw up. You can't trust a pilot who's about to throw up to pilot the rocket. But I do like again, as you're going down, the slanted windows here that look into it. It does have a very mission control type feel, very space type feel. Again, with these slanted walls that go all the way down. There's a lot of windows looking forward, so obviously this is the side that needs to face the rocket, probably from a very safe distance to not get blasted apart. Not much else on the exterior, just some white walls and a lever. What does the lever do? We'll find out. Moving on to the interior, you have the rocket launching on a computer, and they can kind of follow the rocket. And as you move the lever, the rocket glides along this little plane to show its trajectory, which I find really cool.
I've never seen that.
I could do that all day.
I've never seen that in a Lego. So
you have some green lights up here. I don't know what they're supposed to be for. I think if mission go is green, you flick those lights on and you shoot those poor guys up into space.
Poor guys. Count
down and then stop at 2. Just launch it. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then you have, on these monitors up here, you have what looks to be the rocket on the right. So they're probably monitoring all aspects of the rocket. There might be a camera somewhere watching the top view. And you have what looks to be the asteroid or comet moving through space. So they're tracking this guy. They're tracking
and
this.
Hits and then zombies.
Lots of zombies. And then you have 2 computers and a red. I'm telling you, this button launches the rocket. 5, 4, 3, 2, launch. poor guys
I do
never
like the
saw
computers
coming.
though. They look really cool. Are they stickered or no?
No, they're actually printed pieces. The rest of this was all stickers, which was really, really sad because it's all crooked. But you have two little seats going on the computers. The computers are the exact same, just in case I think one of them passes out. Another person can continue to
And
launch
what's
the
a rocket space movie mission control without a cup of coffee sitting on
Right,
the
lots of coffee, but no coffee maker. So they have to run to go get coffee. And then you have a little rocket on the side, little model of it. So someone was very into this was someone's idea, and their idea is there. So it's there for everyone to see.
And on the right side though, it has little sticker of like plaque of what it is. And there's small letters. I kind of want to eventually read those letters, what they say.
I don't think you can. I tried. It looks like letters.
Or maybe it's not. It does look like letters, but no, it's just black lines.
It is.
Okay.
But it's supposed to describe various things. I think possibly the astronauts, the little rover, and then the fuel that they'll be using to get up there. And now, the piece de la resistance. And that's how you say it.
The rocket.
Ladies and gentlemen, I come to you not as the President of the United States, not as a leader of the country, but as a human.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Roger, main be interval. Okay, stand by 13. We're looking at it. Okay, we've had a problem here.
He's quoting a movie.
If you get those references, I love the movie. And this looks exactly like that movie. When I was building this, that movie was playing over, especially those scenes in my head. They really nailed this rocket and the launch pad for it. Starting at the bottom down here, right on the sides of the rocket, you have the little octane pipes that go into to fuel the rocket. You have, I believe these, I don't know what the water's for. I don't know if it's to keep the rocket cool. You have over here on the bottom, you have the little engine pieces, the little light. They don't light up, sadly. I kind of wish they lit up. But all of this is pretty interconnected as you're going down. You have the little octane fuel reserve down there, so it's filling up the octane, which will lead right down to the engines. It comes off pretty easily. Then you have the little side rocket boosters with NASA. Again, very crooked stickers, so somebody painted this very crookedly. Those also come off. After you launch the rocket, you're all 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Engine 1 is a go. Engine 2 is a go. Good luck, boys and girls.
As they go into the sun.
Yeah, as they go into the sun, because he's passed out.
And he's smiling. Look at his laughter.
Yeah, he's smiling. Going on up the rocket, there's not one compartment, but several compartments. You have this compartment here, which has another little rover. I don't know what the purpose of this rover is for. I think they're expecting them to crash, because I would feel like this rocket would be going up to the space station itself. I don't know how this is going to land on the moon. Continuing up the rocket, you have, I mean, it's all pretty symmetrical and you can't really tell, but you do have a cockpit up here.
No way.
Well, you wouldn't be able to tell without this being glass, because why isn't this glass? Honestly, I feel like with these two pieces here, a space shuttle. Don't they have a space shuttle out right now?
I think so.
Or did they just release
I
one?
don't know.
They recently released one, or I totally don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what this is for. So maybe this is like a secondary thing, and the space shuttle just sits on top. But inside the cockpit, you can fit both of the pilots. You have two little joysticks to move the rocket around. You have a computer on the left and the right, and I believe from where they sit, the one in the rear will monitor the computers and the one up front will monitor the joysticks. That is kind of cool, although they really can't see where they're going because this is not glass at all whatsoever. And there's oxygen tanks, which are not in any of the other pilots.
Because they die.
They do die. It is a one-way trip. They're just supposed to get up there and then that's it. except for these two. These two are allowed to live. And then you have the nose cone up here, which is really, really cool. It says NASA on both sides. Again, very crooked looking stickers leading up to this very, very small pointed nose cone here. And that is the rocket. But how do you get to the rocket? I was asking you how you get to the rocket.
I don't know. Show us.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for a response from him because he's just sitting over there. Bland, exactly. How do you get to the rocket? Thank you for your important question. I don't know how you get to the rocket. But, I'm just kidding. If you have, I love this. I absolutely love this. This whole thing was pretty easy to build, honestly. And it's just this nice little thing of rebar going all the way up, just different parts of steel. And at the top, you have this elevator, this very, very slow moving elevator that goes up or down. It can fit both pilots on it, although it is very, very slim. It's a very, you have to watch your step on this.
Yeah, it might fit two, yeah.
Well, yeah, it fits both the pilots. And you go ahead and you raise it up. And what's cool about this is they got their math right on this, because it stops just before this, so the pilots aren't stuck up here. It stops right here. Pilots get off. You follow this little path out here. This swings open with the cockpit. You just have to pretend for this part. Gets over. They jump in. They're ready to go. I really like that. You have lights for them to see in the dark. They don't swivel or anything, so it's very... They either have to be floodlights, or you just have to hope that you're in the light when it's happening, if it's one of those overnight launches. And then there's lights going all the way down. Again, so that way, I guess people don't run into it. They might have a problem with people running or flying their drones into it, because there's lights all the way down it. And it's a pretty sturdy piece. It doesn't, I mean, it shakes a little bit, but so far, I've done this probably 1 billion times before we filmed this, and it has not broken once.
Well,
so
snaps.
Why would you?
When the zombies start. This set, I love this set. I actually liked all the set. The space theme was done very well.
I love all the space Legos, and they really stepped up for these sets. Especially with this command center. This is a really, really cool set.
So for me, I say it's worth it. Even if it's a little pricier set for sure, but even with that price, you're getting a lot of minifigures, a lot of vehicles, this cool mission control, this amazing rocket.
There's so much to do. Everything here makes sense. They didn't just throw something in there or try to make you figure it out. For the most part, you can get your people here without much having to toss them places.
Yeah.
You're like,
it's very well done. I highly recommend this set. If you don't have it, or if you're like a Lego City, you can kind of put it on the outskirts of it, you know, because it's the rocket area. And then zombies. Or you on this set,
you are obsessed with the zombies.
It's gonna happen. You are. This set you can always reenact like he was quoting the Armageddon series. If you are a fan of that TV series.
Thanks for that copyright strike.
I can say the name. The movie Armageddon or Deep Impact, you can recreate that. You can play it, and then instead of having the rocket come down, it's zombies, and the zombies are eating everybody.
Oh my gosh, would you stop with the zombies?
I'm giving everybody who does stop motion hints that if you don't make a zombie movie off of these Legos, shame on you.
That is true.
Because they are setting it up for zombies.
They are setting it up
so
for zombies.
I want to see a Lego stop motion video from this set, go into space, blah, blah.
You have your homework. You know what to do. Make a zombie stop motion out of this, or we will be very disappointed.
Because we can't do that.
We'll just go to your videos and just sad face, sad face, sad face.
Because I want to see it.
But much love, but mainly sad face.
We really hope you enjoyed this process of this. After this set, it has completed the series, so we hope you enjoyed the journey through these.
Except for, I think it's two. It might be one poly bag, but I think we're missing. I'm going to say one poly bag, and once we get that poly bag, we will do a complete series, probably a YouTube short, just a quick overview of everything, so that way you can see if you've gotten everything yourselves. But with that, We're off to save the world from a zombie apocalypse, so please keep out for future videos if we survive with that notification bell. Don't forget to like this video, and we'll see you next time.
We're leaving
on a jet plane.